All right, so get this. We're going to deep dive into manifestation today.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to break down this episode called Mindset Magic.
Uh-huh.
They basically lay out this whole plan for, like, turning your dreams into reality.
Interesting.
But we're not just going to repeat what they said.
Okay.
We're going to really look at those techniques,
Sure.
see if there's any actual science behind them, and figure out if this whole thing is just wishful thinking or, like, a real tool to actually hit your goals.
It's really interesting. Manifestation is super trendy now,
Right.
but it actually goes way back.
Okay.
Like you see it in these ancient philosophies.
Yeah. Mindset Magic mentioned, like, Buddhism
Right.
and the law of attraction. So it's not like a brand new idea.
Yeah. Not at all.
It's been around for a while, but
Yeah.
what about, like, actually using it?
Okay.
They use all this, like, really strong language,
Oh.
like recipes for magic,
Mhm.
turning thoughts into reality.
Right.
Do you think that kind of, like, hype is going to make people disappointed?
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
I think the main idea,
Yeah.
creating with the universe by aligning your thoughts and feelings and actions, that's really appealing to people.
Right.
But you got to get the nuances.
So where do you draw the line
Yeah.
between believing in yourself and, like, just being delusional?
That's the question, isn't it?
Because they talk about neuroplasticity, which is how your brain, like, rewires itself
Mm-hmm.
based on what you do and experience.
Right.
Is there actually any science to back up the idea that, like, just focusing on your goals
Okay.
makes them actually happen?
So neuroplasticity is a real thing.
Okay.
And it's amazing what, like, focusing your intention can do.
Uh-huh.
Like when you constantly picture your goals,
Mm-hmm.
your brain actually starts to see opportunities related to those goals
Okay.
that it might miss before.
Interesting.
It's kind of like training your brain
Right.
to be on the lookout for anything that can help you get what you want.
So you're, like, priming your brain to see the path,
Exactly.
but you still got to walk it.
You got it.
They call action a pro tip.
Oh, really?
Like it's some big secret.
Yeah.
But isn't that kind of obvious?
It kind of is.
Like you can't just, like, daydream your way to a new job.
You can't just sit around and wish for things to happen.
Yeah.
You have to actually do something.
So manifestation without action
Yeah.
is basically just fantasy.
It's all about putting in the work.
Right.
It's combining that focus with action
Mhm.
that makes real change.
And it's about taking action.
Right.
Because
Good.
you're inspired,
Exactly.
not just passively wishing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's get into some of the techniques that Mindset Magic talks about.
Sure.
Because some of these I've heard of before,
Okay.
but some are new to me.
Yeah.
First up, vision boards.
Okay.
Are those just a way to procrastinate?
Right.
Or do they actually do something?
Vision boards are more than just making something pretty. But can you put together a visual representation of your goals with pictures and words?
Mhm.
It's a powerful reminder of what you're working towards.
So it's like a constant reminder of
Yes.
where you want to go.
And by putting it somewhere you see every day,
Okay.
you're basically feeding your subconscious
Yeah.
with those images and feelings.
So it's not about the board itself.
Right.
It's about keeping your goals, like, front and center.
That's the key.
Okay, next they talk about affirmations.
All right.
Is that like self-hypnosis or something?
Okay.
Where you convince yourself that something's true,
Interesting.
even if it's not yet?
So affirmations are about changing your mindset
Mm-hmm.
from, like, I don't have this,
Yeah.
like, I have abundance.
Okay.
So instead of saying, I wish I had a new job,
Mm-hmm.
you'd say, I am attracting fulfilling career opportunities.
Right. So you're kind of like talking to yourself,
Yeah,
but in the future tense.
exactly. It's like retraining your mind
Okay.
to believe you can reach your goals.
So you're not focusing on what you don't have.
Right.
You're affirming what you will have.
You got it.
Now, this next one's new to me.
Right.
Scripting.
Mm.
They say it's like writing in a diary, but from the future.
Oh, wow.
Like you've already achieved the goal.
Interesting.
Is this just like a creative writing exercise?
Okay.
Or is there something more to it?
Scripting is a really powerful way
Okay.
to use your emotions and senses
Mm-hmm.
in the whole manifestation process.
Okay.
When you write about your dream outcome
Yeah.
as if it's already happened,
Right.
if you feel it, You see it, you hear it.
Wow.
You're creating a blueprint
Okay.
for your subconscious to follow.
So you're not just thinking about it. You're like really living it in your mind.
Exactly.
Almost like tricking your brain into believing it's already happened.
Yeah, like you've already achieved it.
Yeah.
It's about making it real in your mind.
Yeah.
The more you can imagine and feel it, the stronger the whole manifestation thing becomes.
Yeah. It's like you're planting a seed in your brain.
Yeah,
And then you're giving it all these details and feelings to grow.
exactly.
This all sounds pretty amazing. But I gotta admit, I'm still kind of skeptical.
Okay.
What about people who spend years visualizing, but nothing actually changes?
Right.
Does mindset magic talk about that stuff?
Oh, they definitely do.
Okay.
They even call out that genie in a bottle idea. Like manifestation isn't about getting what you want right away.
So it's not instant.
No, it takes patience and consistent effort
Okay.
and being willing to like change things up as you go.
So it's more like a long game.
Exactly.
They also talk about being specific
Yeah.
with what you want. Why is that so important?
Really?
Is the universe really listening to us?
It's not so much about the universe listening.
Yeah.
It's more about you being clear on what you want.
Right.
Vague wishes get vague results.
I get it.
Like if you just want more money, your brain doesn't know what to focus on.
That makes sense.
But if you say, I want this much money and I want to earn it this way,
Okay.
now your mind has a real goal to work with.
So you got to give it a target.
You got it.
They had that relationship example too.
Oh, yeah.
You can't just wish for any relationship. You got to figure out the qualities you're looking for.
Right. Like trust, shared values,
Yeah.
a sense of humor.
It's about knowing what you want
It is.
and not just like settling for anything.
Exactly. And it's about connecting with the feeling
Okay.
of having that thing you want
Yeah.
instead of focusing on not having it.
Right.
That emotional energy. That's what fuels the whole thing.
So it's not just about thinking positive thoughts.
Right.
It's about feeling those emotions. Like
Yeah.
the goals already happened.
Exactly.
I can see how that would be powerful.
It is.
But what about the action part?
Oh, that's crucial.
Right?
Manifestation isn't just sitting around. It's about aligning your energy
Okay.
and then taking action.
So if you want to meet someone,
Yes.
you can't just stay at home.
You got to put yourself out there.
Right. Like join groups or try online dating.
Exactly.
You got to give the universe some opportunities to work.
You got it.
It's like meeting the universe halfway.
Right. You got to do your part.
Okay. So mindset magic ends with this challenge.
Yeah.
The 7-day manifestation challenge.
Okay.
It's all about actually using these techniques.
Right.
And they really stress starting small.
That's a great approach.
Yeah.
Instead of giving you a million things to do,
Right.
they keep it simple.
They say just spend like 10 minutes every morning
Yeah.
focusing on one goal. So first you meditate on the goal.
Okay.
Really picture it like it's already real.
Yes.
Then you come up with an affirmation for that goal using those I am statements we talked about.
Right.
But what about the action step?
Okay.
Does it have to be something big?
Not at all. It's about taking one small step every single day.
So like if you want to get a new job,
Yeah.
your step for the day could be just updating your LinkedIn.
That's a perfect example.
Yeah.
Because it shows that even little things,
Right.
when they're aligned with what you want, can make a difference.
It's like building momentum.
Exactly.
Okay, so mindset magic is all about personal goals.
Right.
Like your career, relationships, money.
Okay.
But could you use these ideas for something bigger?
Like what?
Like something that affects everyone?
Oh, that's interesting.
Like, could we manifest things as a group?
That's a really cool idea.
Yeah, like, could we manifest world peace?
Wow.
Or like environmental stuff?
It makes you think.
It does.
Could we use manifestation to change the world?
Yeah.
The big question.
Yeah, it really makes you think, could we actually use this stuff to make the world a better place?
It's a pretty amazing idea.
It is. Like, if we could all focus our energy on the same positive goal, what could we achieve?
It's exciting to imagine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, think about a global movement where everyone takes a few minutes each day to visualize a world without poverty
Wow.
or a world where everyone has clean water.
It sounds kind of like a utopia.
Maybe?
But is it really that far off?
I know.
If we can change our own brains
Yeah.
by focusing our thoughts,
Right.
could we actually affect everyone else too?
It's a fascinating question.
Yeah.
Some people might say it's just wishful thinking,
Right.
but others might see it as like tapping into a hidden power,
Okay.
the power of everyone's intention combined.
So where do we even begin? If someone wants to try this collective manifestation thing,
Yeah.
what should they do?
I think the same ideas we talked about for personal manifestations still apply.
Okay.
It all starts with having a clear vision.
Right.
What kind of world do we want to live in?
Yeah.
What specific things do we want to change?
Okay, so once we have that vision.
Then we can start visualizing it,
Mm.
feeling what it would be like to live in that world
Yeah.
and taking action.
Even small steps.
Exactly. Even small steps towards making it a reality.
So it's about finding people who share your vision.
Right.
And working together.
Yeah.
To define that vision and then take action.
And I think joining existing groups or movements could really help.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because there are so many people already working towards positive change in all kinds of areas.
And by joining them, we're not just adding our own effort. We're adding to that collective energy.
Exactly.
This whole conversation has really changed how I think about manifestation.
Really?
Yeah, it's not just about getting what I want. It's about realizing we're all connected.
Yeah.
And using that power of intention to make things better for everyone.
I think that's a beautiful way to look at it.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into manifestation,
Okay.
we want you to think about how you can use these principles, not just for yourself, but for the world.
It starts with a thought,
Yeah.
a shared vision.
And the willingness to take action.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us on this exploration.